Hi there, it's Dr. Dave Morris with Magnolia Medical. Hope you're doing all right today. We've been working with our staff for a few weeks now, listening to a book. A guy by the name of Simon Sinek wrote a book called Start With Why. And he said that it's pretty hard for a business owner, an entrepreneur, to articulate sometimes why they do what they do. So we've been really trying to articulate for ourselves the reason we come to work every day. You know, we really want to help people as much as we possibly can. It is our goal. It is what we strive to do, is to change people's lives. But we wanted to be able to articulate that in a better way. So we've been trying to look at this, and it's really made me look at some things. And the thing that it made me look at that I wanted to share with you is, and it's one of my own personal reasons why I love coming to work and why I get on Facebook and why we get on social media and I flap my jaws and sometimes make people mad. But why do we listen? Why do we accept healthcare the way it is in this country? Why do we accept that? It doesn't make any sense to me. It's not healthcare at all. It's sick care. So I want to give you an analogy. Let's say you were driving down the road, and a friend of mine, Dr. Mike Carberry, was just watching something, and he had kind of gone over the same thing. So there's lots of doctors that are thinking this way. It's just not enough. But let's say you're driving down your car down the road, and it was making this god awful noise. Maybe it was going thump 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 thump, or maybe it was making some screeching noise or some rattling noise, and you took it into the garage. You took it into the mechanic, and you explained to him the noise that it was making. And so he drives it around the block, and he says, "Wow, I can definitely hear that." He goes, "I've got the solution for you," and he hands you a couple of earplugs to go in your ears, so you don't hear the noise anymore. And isn't that what most of healthcare is in this country? Is just a way to cover up your symptoms without fixing the problem? You wouldn't accept it for your car, right? You would never accept that as a solution for your car, because the fact of the matter is whatever's causing that problem is going to get worse. For sure, it's going to get worse. And it's going to leave you stranded and break down. Yet we don't think twice about doing that. When you go to the doctor and he says, I'm going to give you this, it's going to handle that problem. Well, most of the time they're saying the problem they're going to handle is a symptom, or maybe you think he's trying to handle a problem. Let's say you have high blood pressure and he's giving you a blood pressure medication. Well, by lowering your blood pressure doesn't solve the problem. There's a reason why your blood pressure is high. You got to solve that issue, not the blood pressure. If you solved, my lovely wife is calling me right now. Look at her. She's beautiful, isn't she? But I'm not going to answer that. So you would never accept. I'd lost my train of thought. So the bottom line is, if they gave you a blood pressure medication, that's what we're talking about, is your brain and your body will raise blood pressure to try to solve some other issue. It would be better to solve that problem than to take a blood pressure medication, right? But you better solve the underlying reason why something's there. Why do we accept this? You got to start asking that question. Why is the problem there in the first place, and work at solving that problem, because that's the only way to really fix it. That's what we strive to do in our office, is fix the underlying reasons why somebody has a problem, and maximize their body's function. Sometimes we can't fix it completely. You know, somebody might have severe degenerative arthritis, and they go, well, it's really bad, it's really degenerated, so I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm just going to wait till I have a surgery. Well, that's like saying I'm not going to change the oil in my car. I'm just going to wait till the engine falls out. Like, certainly, you might not be able to get that car to look like it was brand new again, or even run like it was brand new again. But wouldn't you at least try to do something to salvage what you have there, so that you can avoid having to replace the motor? Like, why do we treat our bodies as such a second thought, right? We did a video the other day, and my wife was on with me, Karen, and we were talking about how people will spend money on their cars, and they will not invest in themselves and in their health. And we really, really, really need to be investing in ourselves. So it just resonates with our why. We come to work. And my reason, actually, one of the things that I can't stand is when there are lies that people buy into and they don't even know they're buying into them. It's just this thing that you believed your whole life, and you've been told your whole life, so that's the way it is, when it doesn't have to be that way. And I love being able to dispel those lies. And for me, what I do every day is, when we come to work, we're working with patients and they've been told lies. I talked to a nurse earlier today. She's an RN that came into the office, And I told her the same analogy that I told you about the car going down the road. And this is a lady who works in critical care, right? So she kind of looked at me. She's like, almost everything we do is to try to put the earplugs in the patient rather than fix the problem. And I said, well, listen, before you start beating yourself up, that's not what you do. You work in critical care. And in critical care in the United States, we have actually the best, statistically, we have the best acute care in the world. So if you had a gunshot wound or stab wound or a heart attack or a stroke or a life-threatening infection, statistically speaking, we have the best ability in this country to save your life of any other country in the world. But we rank, like when the World Health Organization, the National Institute of Health, all these people, when they rank the United States as far as how well our healthcare system works and how healthy our population of people is, out of every industrialized nation on the planet, we rank dead last. So we have the worst chronic healthcare of any industrialized nation in the world, and there are third world countries that rank better than we do when it comes to the management and the repair or the care would be a better way to put it, of chronic health issues. There are third world countries that rank better than we do, but we do have the best acute care in the world. So what that means to me is you better take care of yourself. You better start looking at the fact that your body has the innate ability, the God-given ability to repair itself. The doctor's job is to remove interference from that ability, to enhance that ability, to do everything possible to get your body to repair itself. You have the best doctor within you. No matter what, there's no other doctor that's better than what your body produces on its own. None. And so, there may be a doctor that saved your life and you go, wow, that doctor's really smart. And you thank the Lord for that. And that's wonderful. But you have to understand that doctor only has what you've been given as his tools to be able to repair your body. He can't do it without your body actually working at fixing itself also. So you have the best doctor in your body. We can't accept that the answers are always going to be found by something that a doctor is going to do, especially when it comes to chronic health issues. There was a guy, doctor, one time, he goes, have you more faith in a pill or a potion than in the power that animates the human body? And I thought that's really, really powerful, right? When you go to the doctor, do you really have more faith in that pill or that potion than in the power that you were given, the soul that you were given that animates the human body and makes you who you are? You need to have faith in your own body, your own body's ability to repair itself, and stop accepting that we're going to put earplugs in your ears every time you have a complaint and you're going to just manage your symptoms. So listen, I really hope you found this helpful. If you'll comment below, let me know what you think about this. What do you think of this idea? Is this too hard to believe? Is it too much to swallow? To believe that your body's capable of repairing itself? Is it a concept that is just too far forgotten in today's society? Or do you believe that this is the way your body works? Give me some comments below. Hit those little like buttons, hit those hearts. You can, if you want to, you can hit those mad faces and stuff, but hopefully you don't give me any of those mad faces. If you did like this video, share it with somebody. You never know when somebody might be like, you know what, I do need to take better care of myself. And maybe this is the message that will prompt them to say, I better have better faith. I should have better faith in my own healing ability than to have all the faith in a pill or a medication or even a surgery. They can be needed, but oftentimes frankly, it's just way overdone. And I'm sure you all know that. So listen, I appreciate you watching. Again, comment below, let me know what you think. And if you'll hit those likes and hearts, I really appreciate that. And mostly share this with your friends and family. Have a great day. Again, this is Dr. Dave Morris with Magnolia Medical Center here in lovely, finally on Friday, about to be cooling down in Middle Tennessee. It's 97 degrees today in October. That's just wrong. Okay. So anyway, I hope you have a great night. I appreciate you all. Take care.